Attention, Madridistas! Breaking news straight from the heart of European football. Gianluigi Donnarumma has a deal in place with Real Madrid and could be Courtois' successor. Meanwhile, Franco Mastantuono has already trained for the first time with his new teammates, and Mbappe officially takes over the iconic number 10 shirt to lead the Galactico attack alongside Vinicius Jr. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you never miss a thing about the greatest club in the world. That's right. Gianluigi Donnarumma is getting closer to wearing white at the Santiago Bernabéu. The Euro-winning Italian goalkeeper has reached a preliminary agreement with Real Madrid to join as a free agent. At the same time, Franco Mastantuono had his first training session with the squad, while Mbappe begins the season with the full responsibility of being the team's new star. At just 26 years old, Gianluigi Donnarumma could be about to start a new chapter in his career, wearing the shirt of the biggest club on the planet. With his relationship at PSG deteriorating and his contract running until June 2026, the goalkeeper is excited about the opportunity to reinforce Real Madrid. According to behind-the-scenes information shared by journalist Fabrizio Romano, Los Blancos are closely monitoring the situation. Luis Enrique has reportedly made it clear he does not intend to rely on the keeper this season, and rumors even suggest a possible legal battle if the contract is terminated prematurely. Meanwhile, clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea, and Inter Milan are also keeping an eye on developments. But as always, Real Madrid moves discreetly and strategically. The club's plan is clear: wait until Donnarumma's contract expires in 2026 and sign him as a free agent, aiming for a smooth transition from Thibaut Courtois, who is now 33 years old. Sources close to Donnarumma say he would love to wear white and defend the Bernabéu. But there's a catch. Spending another season on the bench in Paris could be costly, especially with the Euros and the World Cup approaching. That's why a potential move this summer is gaining momentum. Real Madrid, as always, remains patient, but with a clear target: the future guardian of the goal. And there's more news, Madridista. Young Argentine Franco Mastantuono had a historic day, his very first official training session as a Real Madrid player. Less than 24 hours after his official unveiling, which coincidentally took place on his 18th birthday, the midfielder joined the senior squad at Valdebebas for his first session. According to the club's official website, Friday began with physical exercises and a tactical video session led by Xabi Alonso. Then the team went to the pitch to work on ball control, finishing drills, and short-space technical duels, all under the watchful eye of the coaching staff. The goal is clear: accelerate the adaptation of the Argentine prodigy to Real Madrid's style of play. And he's already impressed in the first minutes of training. It's worth remembering that Mastantuono arrived in Madrid on August 2nd, but due to FIFA rules, he couldn't train with the senior squad before turning 18, as non-European minors are restricted from playing for European clubs. Now officially integrated, he'll go through 3 more training sessions before possibly being included in the squad for Real Madrid's La Liga opener this Tuesday against Osasuna at 9 p.m. at the Bernabéu. Another positive update: Federico Valverde has returned. The Uruguayan midfielder, who had been sidelined with a muscle strain, trained normally and will be available. Meanwhile, Camavinga, Mendy, and Bellingham are still recovering and continued their individual routines. Speaking of debuts, Kylian Mbappe's season has started with a symbolic change. He is now Real Madrid's new number 10. That number is no small thing. It previously belonged to club legend Luka Modric. Now, with Mbappe wearing it, the message is clear: it's time for him to become the team's undisputed leader. Last season, the Frenchman was the top scorer and won the European Golden Boot, but fell short in key moments, especially in the Champions League. With his adaptation period behind him, expectations are sky-high for him to finally take on the technical and emotional leadership of the squad. Mbappe will lead the attack, but not alone. Xabi Alonso has made it clear that Vinicius Jr. will play a fundamental role in his offensive setup. The Brazilian will have full freedom to operate on the left wing, his most impactful zone, but will need to adapt to the new dynamic that prioritizes verticality and Mbappe's speed. This duo could set the Bernabéu on fire. Mbappe has the responsibility to be much more than a goal scorer. He's expected to orchestrate the attack, inspire the team, and decide the big games, said a member of the coaching staff off the record. And Vinicius will be the creative soul of the team, creating space and crafting plays, they added. This explosive combination will be tested in the early La Liga rounds, and their performance will be key to Real Madrid's success, both domestically and in their dream of returning to the top of Europe. Donnarumma's potential arrival is a strategic move for the club's future, ensuring a smooth transition after Courtois. Mastantuono's integration proves that Real Madrid remains committed to signing elite young talent, a trademark of Florentino Perez's recent years. And in the present, the Mbappe-Vinicius partnership could become one of the most lethal duos in world football. But it will require tactical adjustments and offensive discipline, something Xabi Alonso has been carefully working on since pre-season. Sources close to Real Madrid also indicate the club remains alert to market opportunities. While Donnarumma is being considered for 2026, should a favorable early opportunity arise with PSG, the club could act sooner. In addition, Xabi Alonso is still awaiting a more physical midfielder, with names like Kefren Thuram and Dani Olmo being evaluated. And one very important point about Franco Mastantuono: the young Argentine is not just another South American prospect at Real Madrid. He was carefully scouted over several months and pursued by giants like Barcelona, Manchester City, and even PSG. His signing was no accident. Mastantuono fits perfectly into Real Madrid's new management model, which seeks young players with high technical ceilings and room to grow. And beyond talent, he brings remarkable maturity for someone his age. At River Plate, he was already seen as a technical leader despite his youth, and now begins his transition to European football. Internally, the club expects that with the support of Xabi Alonso, a coach who deeply understands the midfield role, Mastantuono will quickly adapt and become a rotation player in the medium term. The plan is to gradually ease him into a key role, without placing undue pressure early on. As for Mbappe, one more detail stands out: his personal desire to make history at Real Madrid. Those close to the player confirm that he's more committed than ever to the club's sporting project, and that taking the number 10 shirt was a carefully thought-out decision, not just for status, but for the symbolism of leadership it carries. Mbappe wants to leave a legacy at the club, to be remembered alongside the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Raúl, and Di Stefano. And to achieve that, he knows he must win the big trophies, especially the Champions League, a goal shared by both him and the club's board. Back to Donnarumma, there's an interesting detail in his relationship with Real Madrid. Italian sources claim the goalkeeper had already spoken with Real's management 2 years ago, when he was nearing the end of his Milan contract. But he chose PSG's lucrative offer instead. Now, with things falling apart in Paris and a lack of backing from Luis Enrique, Donnarumma sees Madrid as a fresh start, not only in football terms, but personally. It's a chance to rebuild his image in a structured, ambitious, and trophy-hungry club. The dream of wearing Real Madrid's #1 shirt and playing in front of the Bernabeu faithful has been alive for a while, and now it might finally come true. And now, I want to hear from you, Madridista. What do you think about the possible Donnarumma deal? Do you believe Mbappe will finally step up as the leader at Real Madrid? And what about Mastantuono? Will he be the next superstar of his generation? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay on top of everything happening with the biggest club in the world. Thank you so much for watching, Madridista. See you in the next video with more Real Madrid updates. Hasta luego.